Well, hello, hello, hello there, my amazing and beautiful YouTube family. It's me, Lisa, your host for another episode of Smile with Me. I am so glad that you guys decided to allow me to come into your space for a few minutes today. I'm going to try to keep this one super short, but you know how I am and stuff, so I'm just asking if you will go ahead and just extend me just a little bit of grace, please. Thank you. I love you. So, I've been off the grid for a minute. Yeah, I know. I know you have been missing my encouragement and stuff. So, I needed to get back. I felt like I needed to get back on here and tell you guys about where I've been, what I've been doing, and all that stuff. So, I have been off the grid, but I have been working on a very special project. Check it out. I have self published a children's book, and it is called Kindness Confetti. So I authored this book, and I have this amazing illustrator named Carly Kennedy who drew all these amazing pictures that are in the book. I would love for you guys to run right over to my website for the book and make a purchase. The website is smilewithme2023.com. That's SMILEWITHME2023.com. All right, guys, so run on over to that website and get you a copy. They're $10 and it's 90 cents with tax, and there is a shipping and handling fee on there. So if you would just run on there and help support me by purchasing this and reading it to your small children. If you have any, if you have some students, for those of you who are educators like me, you may have some students that you might want to share this with, or you may have some nieces or nephews or grandchildren that you think that this will be perfect for. I have those are all the people that I've been selling to so far. So I know that they will benefit from it. The book is broken up into sections, and one section is about being respectful to others, and there's one about not arguing. A lot of my parents really like this section. How to be a good friend, encouraging others. Now, mainly this book is about, it's for children, helping to teach them about how to make friends and how to build and sustain a meaningful friendship with other kids. I say it's for kids, but I have some adults who enjoy it too. It has some reflective questions in here as well, and that part I know my adults really enjoy those. Like right over here, with some of the reflective questions and stuff that are in there, that gives you an opportunity to apply what was said in that section to yourself to help make you a better person. So I encourage you to get over there to my website, smilewithme2023.com, and make your purchase for $10.90 and a small shipping and handling fee. So I want to tell you guys in just a few minutes of your time, I want to just give you a testimony about my book and how it all came to fruition. This book is about a 10 to 12 year project, and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to write about. I just knew that I wanted to write a book. Didn't know what to write about or anything. And so I started thinking about, well, you know what, as an educator, I deal a lot with children who have trouble with making friends or keeping friends. And so I thought, well, hey, you know what? Why not write a book about teaching kids how to make friends and share some of the things that I share with my students when they are struggling with friends. So that's what some of those sections are about, like the one about don't argue, like, just don't argue with your friend, just, hey, let it go, keep it moving, because we don't know what people are dealing with, and things. There's something that may be going on with your friend that they just don't feel comfortable enough yet to share it with you, and they just may not be having a good day. So don't keep pressing the issue or being mean or saying, I'm not going to be your friend anymore or whatever. Give them some space. Give them time. Eventually they will come around, and you guys can get back to normal with being friends again. So that's how I pretty much decided what I wanted to write about. So got started writing on it and everything, and this past, well, so the past summer, the summer of 2022 is when I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and telling her about what I wanted the illustrations to look like in the book. And so she was like, "Oh, well, you should talk to my daughter because she's a really good artist." And I was like, "Really? Let me see, what she does." And so she started sharing some photos with me that her daughter had drawn, and they were absolutely amazing. So when you get the book, I want you to look at those illustrations and just see how amazing they are. So I got my illustrator on board and everything, and so then I went out on medical leave for several weeks, and I started while I was out. I really started to hone in on how I wanted it to be formatted, like what pictures needed to go with which sections and stuff like that. I checked around with a couple of publishers and things, and I just wasn't real happy with, what the outcome was going to be. And I had about four different people that were going to that I had asked to help me with getting the book formatted so that I could get it printed and things. And all of those folks, I mean, they all worked really hard to try to make it happen, but for just whatever reason, it just didn't work. So I said, okay, I've come this far with it, and it was like everything was just moving so quickly. All I could think of was Amos 9:13 in the Message version, where it talks about that all of a sudden things are going to start happening quickly, and it's going to be suddenly. And so I'm thinking, all right, this is June, July of last year, and here I am like a year later, the book is printed, self-published, and being sold. And so I'm just like, man, I have really come a long way just in the past 365 days. Things started moving quickly for me. So I went to a local printer, and I was like, hey, can you guys help me with getting this formatted so I can get it printed and stuff? And so they were like, well, yeah, we can format it and we can print it for you too. And I was like, that is awesome. I can do this. So I left the project with them. And as they were going through it, it's like, well, I noticed there's no copyright on here. Halt, hold the presses. Let me get a copyright taken care of with that. I was able to get a response from a copyright within 48 hours. So I was like, yes, that is amazing. I love it, because I had been hearing that it could take like up to 6 or 9 months, for that to happen and stuff. And so I was like, oh my gosh, but I got my book copyrighted in less than in a 48-hour turnaround time, and I was very excited with that. So started it again. Then it was like, we don't have an ISBN number. Hold up. Let me get an ISBN number. Those things were instant. I mean, it was like the minute that I paid for it online, boom, it popped up in my email. So I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. So okay, here we go. Let's get the motor running again. So they kept on. We got our copies printed, and I had 3 events so far. My first pop-up was on June the 3rd, right after school got out, and I sold 35 copies within 2 hours. I thought, whoa, this is pretty good. My second pop-up was a couple of weeks after that at a festival, and I sold 17 books. I had a book launch this past weekend, and I sold 21 books at the book launch. I was very impressed, and I've sold plenty of them online. So I believe, I don't have an accurate count, but I have sold approximately 140 books. And so I'm super excited about that. It was at my book launch when I started to just see how everything had come full circle. And so there were so many people there to support me, and I was just overwhelmed. My heart was just bursting, with joy. And even just now, I told them then, and I still feel this way, that I am so grateful for them being who they are, and for being who they are when I needed them to be who they are. So when it came to, finding someone to edit the book, I was so grateful that God had positioned my heart where, or postured my heart to where I could receive the feedback and not be offended by it. So I was grateful for that. And the suggestions and feedback that came back to me was amazing. And so I was very grateful for that. Still am grateful for it. Those who have helped me with my pop up events, my family, my immediate family who's been right there with me the whole time, with buying the books, selling the books, my brother has sold some books for me. And so he would text me and say, hey, I need, 2 or 3 books. Okay, sure, no problem. I'll get them to you, no problem. So I'm just real excited about that, just that how they have taken on my project as part of their project too. So just super grateful for that. And again, just wanted to hop on here and just tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me since the last time that I was on here to give you a message. If you take away anything from this message, I want you to take away suddenly, quickly, hold on, because good things are coming your way. Don't give up. If it's something that you really want, pray about it and ask God to lead and guide you in the direction that you need to go to make it happen. Ask Him about your dream and your project before you even get started on it to find out, is this really what I need to be doing, and things, and get His confirmation on that as well before you start digging off into your projects and things. But I just highly encourage you to just take that first step and give it a try. If it's something that you've been wanting to do, try it. I'm here to help support you, just like you're there to support me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. Thank you all out there in my YouTube family and my social media family. Just thank you for everything that you've done for me, and I truly appreciate you. You will never know just how much I truly appreciate all of you. I love you all. Mwah. Mwah. Go to my YouTube channel, Smile With Me, with an exclamation point and a little smiley face, and subscribe to my channel. Share the channel, share the link to this video with some friends or some folks that you feel like would benefit from hearing about my journey. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest